Okay, they just here for years, it's the Mizzle show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports. Hey, they just hit 100 subs, it's time to get some out. Hey, yeah, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Press it in chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's see what they say tonight, yeah. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show.
Night Owls unite. As we say hello and once again and welcome as we are now still on countdown. We are now 11 episodes away from 300, and you can tell my co-host is feeling mighty yeeted tonight.
Yeet.
But one thing I will say, Michael Cole never get on top of the table ever again. Don't get me wrong, it was funny. It was funny. It's all get down. But Michael Cole has no rhythm to speak
None.
of
None.
whatsoever.
And he will tell you himself, too, that he has no rhythm.
He has no rhythm. But seeing him and Pat McAfee on top of the table trying to yeet, and then the fact that Travis Scott would not share the blunt with Jey Uso while Jay and Travis Scott were walking down the crowd in the Intuit. Well, I'll tell you what, the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, that is something I have to see in person for myself because that boy, Steve Ballmer really put his money into building that arena. My goodness, they say arenas are state of the art, but that arena is it's state of the art, folks. It's state of the art. I mean that scoreboard that really could be a part of the Starship Enterprise if it wanted to be.
Right? Is he trying to outdo Jerry Jones? Jesus.
Well, it's pretty doggone close.
Indeed.
Pretty doggone close. Now we will get into the Netflix era of Monday Night Raw in just a second. We were hoping to do a Ring Psychology podcast, but our other co-host, Mr. Pruneda, might be sleeping or doing things with the wife. We don't know, but we will do another We will bring you another Ring Psychology podcast in the near future because there's a lot of stuff going on. But like I said, Mizzle and I will give our take on what we saw in Inglewood tonight as the first Raw under the Netflix banner is
a new era.
But there was a lot of things. There was a Black Friday that happened, but more so was more coordinators than head coaches getting fired. But
somebody got to take the blame.
But as we thought it would happen, there will be an opening in Duval as Doug Peterson is fired as Jaguars head coach. But go figure, for whatever reason, Trent Baalke still keeps his job as general manager.
But did you hear what? I don't know if it was real, but did you hear what Shade Khan came out and said?
I fully didn't read the statement.
He basically said if there's a head coach that gives him a reason why Baalke should not be there, he will remove him. So, and with that being said, if I'm the general manager or Baalke, if I hear that, do I really want to be there?
That's
no. Just fire me now. Just fire me.
Because he also said, in Mr. Khan, he also said that the coaching search will not be Aaron Rodgers 2.0. So, I mean, give what it take. In addition,
I'm trying to Aaron Rodgers 2.0. What do you mean by that?
So he said that they won't give Trevor Lawrence the type of influence Aaron Rodgers is to believe to have had with the Jets as they search for a head coach. This isn't. Let me be clear.
Oh, so what they're saying, he's not gonna reach out to Trevor Lawrence for the head coaching advice.
That's what it seems like.
That's what I'm getting from it.
but I mean, it is what it is. Also, the Chicago Bears asking permission to interview, well,
Mike McCarthy,
Mike McCarthy. They've also wanted us. They've also will
Ben
ask the
Johnson.
Lions. They will also have the Lions to interview for Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn.
Oh,
I also believe the Saints will be asking to interview Aaron Glenn because Aaron Glenn was the
a
DC
Saint.
in New Orleans and also played for the team. So
Mm-hmm.
there's
So
that.
he will have ties to the Jets and the Saints. That's going to be interesting.
Correct. That is correct. Yes. Um, Kevin O'Connell says, I want to be in Minnesota, and I'm pretty sure the Vikings are going to give him a very nice extension.
Ownership already came out and said that's farce. There will be no trade. He's our coach, and yeah, like you said, they're
He he's
14-3 with Sam Darnold. He deserves an extension, if you ask me.
hey, I'm not gonna argue that. Um, Grubb, the Seahawks, Ryan Grubb is let go after 1 year. Um, even though the fact that the Seahawks won 10 games, and Geno Smith took tremendous strides. Um, he's gone after 1 year. Um,
Hmm.
we already knew that Brian Schneider was going to be gone as the special teams coach in Santa Clara. Um, will Nick Sorensen follow him? That remains to be seen.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, we knew that was coming. Gus Bradley let go as the DC in Detroit.
You mean Indianapolis?
Yes, thank you. Um, no, Aaron Glenn's doing just fine in Detroit. But yes, Gus Bradley, after 3 seasons in Indianapolis, let go of the DC. And I can hear my fan base now.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
Possibly bring him in. I mean,
He's not. He's not a bad. He's not a bad
no, he's not.
DC.
He's not. And I
And I
think
believe with your squad, he can do. He could possibly do something. As I sit here and rinse my mouth out, I was giving that damn team credit. But
I don't disagree with that. But I know a majority of this fan base wants Robert Saleh back. But I remember this fan base that wanted Robert Saleh fired when the defense was doing crap. See,
well,
I keep receipts.
oh
Okay,
well,
some
hell,
of y'all wanted Robert Saleh gone, and then 2019 happens. What happens? Oh, we love Saleh. Okay, once once some coordinators become head coaches, some of them don't want to be coordinators again.
yep,
They want to be a head coach.
they got that feeling of it.
They got the itch, and once they get
Hmm.
that itch the first time, it's like, do I want to go back to this? Now, some will because they just want to be a part of. They just love being. They love the aspect of coaching.
Yeah,
But again, people were saying, well, if Saul was here, he would. No, he would have not.
I mean, he was
Because
part of the Super Bowl. He was part of the Super Bowl L as well.
yes,
So,
it was his defense that gave up the 3rd and 15 to Tyreek Hill.
I mean, was the right play call though?
The right play called by Andy Reid, yes. The
No,
wrong,
no, no,
the
no, no,
right,
no.
the
I was
right
talking about.
defense call. The right defense call, no.
Okay,
First,
okay.
first off, why in the damn hell is old ass Richard Sherman guarding Tyreek Hill on that play anyway?
Were you guys in the slight prevent defense? That's about the only thing I can think of.
I
The reason why Sherman
don't
was guarding Tyreek Hill.
I don't know what defense it was. Now some will say, well, Bosa was being held, which I'm not going to argue that. But again, you can literally call holding on every single freaking play in the NFL. So,
You're playing Kermit the Frog and the referees. You really think you're going to get that call?
well, this was in Kermit the Frog's first Super Bowl, so he wasn't getting those calls like they are now. Now, if this was still Tom Brady, then absolutely it would be you're playing Tom Brady and the refs, absolutely. But this was Kermit the Frog's first Super Bowl. Now, since then, you can put the zebras in that category, yes, but
Yeah.
but again, Bill Vinovich was the referee in Super Bowl 54. Oh, long time no see.
Man, I'm about to
How are
say,
you,
long
sir?
time. Yeah, how's it going?
Yes,
How's it going, Corporal? It's been a while, man.
it
I hope
has
we're
been a
good.
long while.
Happy New Year to you. Merry Christmas. I mean,
Yes,
I
hope
know
you.
happy holidays.
Yeah, hope your
Hope you had
holidays
a
was
good time.
very well. Good to hear from you.
Yes, sir.
Long time subscriber.
Yes, indeed. Corporal's back in the house. Love it.
But I mean, and yes, Gus Bradley was the mastermind behind the Legion of Boom and all that. I get it. I understand it. But my
Real,
thing
I
is,
forgot he was there.
he was there, yes, and so was Sala. Um, Sala was on that Seahawks coaching staff that went to the Super Bowl and won. People keep forgetting that also.
You know what? It totally slipped my brain for sure.
But again, it's all about having the personnel. The Niners don't have the right personnel right now because,
Really?
in my opinion, because Javon Hargrave has been a bust. He has not. He is not worth the money he's been paying, and I'm sorry, Nick Bosa has not been the same since he won Defensive Player of the Year. Exactly. Once he got the bag, he forgot how to sack the quarterback. Okay. Like I said, you decide. You know what? We're not going to pay DeForest Buckner. Instead, we're going to pay Eric Armstead, and then you just trade DeForest Buckner to the Indianapolis Colts,
Peanuts.
which was the biggest mistake you possibly could have done because we couldn't have the money to pay DeForest Buckner. Bullshit. Yes, you did. You paid Armstead.
Yeah. You gave Buckner's money to Armstead, basically.
And then, for whatever reason, you wanted to play D. I only play 4 games a year Ford, all that money. To which, yes, he was good in 2019, but D. Ford was crap after that. And y'all decided you wanted to pay him. Why, I don't know. I like I said, I made my wish list of who I would want for them to draft at number 11. It's mainly building within the trenches because you have to build in the trenches. You can't band-aid this offensive line anymore, and you got to start finding a replacement for Trent Williams because he's getting long in the tooth.
Yep.
And you got to find a center. You got to find a right guard you got to find a right tackle to complement Dominic Puny at right guard. So we'll see about that. And there's also coaches that have been asked to grant interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Rex Ryan really wants to come back to East Rutherford, New Jersey, and coach Gang Green. The Jets have requested interviews for Texans offensive coordinator Bobby Slowick. Also, Steelers OC Arthur Smith, Bills OC Joe Brady, even the logo Vance Joseph, and Matt Nagy drawing interest from the Jets, and that's according
Wait.
to. Hold up. Oh, uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me do it real quick. Hold on.
Did you say Matt Nagy?
Matt Nagy and Vance Joseph.
I heard the logo. Okay. Hee haw. I heard that.
I did say Matt Nagy, yes.
I want the Jets to sign Matt Nagy. I really do. I really do. And that's not even hate. This ain't even hate. Because that will be something that the Jets would fucking do is sign Matt Nagy. Did you see what he did to the Chicago Bears?
You know what the scary part is? The Bears went to the playoffs twice under Matt Nagy. That's the scary part.
Right. But did you see what he did to the Bears? Slightly set the franchise back after those two playoff appearances.
Well, they too could have had Kermit the Frog.
The
But
Bears.
yeah, Bears could have had Kermit.
And that's all I would need to hear my cousin talk that shit if they'd got Kermit.
Well, I'm pretty sure you would say it better him being on the Bears than him being on the Chiefs and you seeing him twice a season.
Probably would have made a difference. Andy Reid would have found somebody.
Oh, of course. Not. I mean, he's the Kool-Aid man. I mean, this is what he does. Inglewood adds Zeke to their practice squad for depth. Will he be activated for this playoff run with the Chargers? We don't know. Although, good to see J.K. Dobbins back on the field. J.K. Dobbins had a very solid season.
I said the moment he signed there, I was like, shit.
Yeah.
To see this fucker twice a year now.
Yeah.
Hey. The tribal chief came out smelling it. Hey.
I normally wouldn't want a pair of wrestling boots, but dadgummit, I would wear his wrestling boots that he wore tonight.
Bro, those were fire. Those were Kobe inspired. What's the word I'm looking? Inspired.
Really?
Those are a pair of Kobe's. Yeah, they're Kobe shoes.
Mamba shoes.
Yep.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very interesting.
I'm sorry. I almost got us to talk about wrestling. We're not there yet. I'm sorry.
No, we're getting there. Like I said, we're just catching up on what's going on here as it is an open forum show here on episode
yes, indeed
289. But as we said, this is interesting times going on here because it is Black Monday. But like I said, it's really more of coordinators and not head coaches. Other than
well, we only got two head coaches fired, right?
So far, yes. Looks like Brian Dable and his GM are going to stay in East Rutherford, New Jersey, with the Giants.
I don't understand, but okay. I guess you get consistency. I understand it. Continuity. You keep it there.
I get it, but I mean, you need to do something with this. You need to enhance this roster. Of course, we've already talked about the situation with Gerard Mayo and just you give the man a chance to inherit. He inherits a bad roster from his predecessor, Bill Belichick.
You did not give that man a chance to build nothing.
But, and I see there are some fans that are, playing the race card. Because, again, same thing happened to Lovie Smith in Houston. He wins a game. Then, about an hour after that, he gets let go. But then why? Okay. But then why is it that? And I really don't want to go there, but here we are.
You got to hear it.
But why is it that coaches of color get a shorter leash than others? Because
you went there.
Oh yeah, I did. Because okay.
Well, okay. Let's get. I'll say this. Mike Tomlin is the only one that does not fall into this category that we're talking about.
That is correct. He's the only one. But then again, that's because you have competent people.
Oh well, it's a good real fucking ran oil machine up there.
You
when it comes to that front office.
Yeah, you have people like the Rooneys that's saying, look, this is our shit. We're doing it this way. Get on board, or you can get out. That's just what it is.
You know what? You just made a good point with that. I can't answer that question. I'll just sit here and say that.
Because again, I'll go back to this again. Brian Flores got unceremoniously fired by Miami because owner Stephen Ross is a jackass.
Yeah, that whole firing didn't make no sense, and how they went about doing it.
And Brian Flores should be a candidate for a head coaching job with the job he has done with that Vikings defense and the season they just had, going 14-3. Now, unfortunately, They're 14-3 team that's unfortunately a 5 seed, but they stand a good chance to beat the Rams in a revenge game from earlier in this season in Inglewood, to which the referees missed an egregious face mask call on that Thursday night game, which possibly turned the tide, but we will see. As
Hey,
we will
hey,
have, as we will
what,
have a
what?
playoff edition, a playoff show, either under the Talking Ish banner or the Mizzle Adoption banner, whichever one of the two. But we will have our playoff show with predictions for the upcoming wild card weekend.
Wednesday? That's my
Possibility.
that's my day. That's my day off. So if we're
Well,
gonna do it, that because Saturday, um, game night and Sunday it'll already be played. So yeah. So if we're gonna do it, let's do it Wednesday.
we have 3 games on Sunday. I mean, we can do.
Oh well,
We could perhaps do a watch along, but I mean, as far as the
yeah.
Saturday games, Wednesday might be a quick, 20-minute show talking about those 2 games on Saturday, and then we'll discuss it tomorrow. Thank you. We thank you for liking the background. We appreciate it. Special thanks to the tall man, Mr. Meeks, for making these nice,
Yeah.
wonderful, colorful background banners that we have here on the Mizzle and Dub
Yeah,
Show.
we're trying
Yeah, we definitely is trying
to make this a little more viewable and stuff without plain backgrounds and stuff like that. So yeah,
Well, I'm
thank
sorry
you. We appreciate that.
I'm sorry you had to see the beam on the way home, but DeMar DeRozan was cooking in double overtime.
You know what? I didn't see a damn thing.
Oh.
Yep. That's just let you know how I feel about that. But I did see the stats though.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan was cooking in double overtime as the Kings did beat
Oh,
the
I knew somebody that was at the game. And they got double overtime. Okay,
double overtime,
that's
and DeMar DeRozan
got your money's worth.
yes indeed. As the Heat are on their West Coast road trip, they'll be in the Bay Area. Is it tomorrow? Or yeah, tomorrow they'll be playing the Warriors at the big ATM in the Chase Center.
I want to put in my video, but I don't see this feature in video editor.
No, we have not heard of Clip Champ.
You use Clip Champ. Well, I don't know what app or whatever they use has been used to do our background and stuff like that.
We just are given gifts. But,
Yes.
What happened? Oh, tonight in the association, the Pistons continue to play very good ball. They are now at 500.
You know what? They're
18
getting
18. It. Yeah, they are.
Hey, wait, who's their coach again?
J.B. Bickerstaff.
Exactly.
Who should who should have not been let go by the Cleveland Cavaliers, even though the Cavaliers are having a fantastic season. But no, J.B. Bickerstaff has got those boys in Detroit playing well. They beat the Trailblazers 118-115. 32 points for Cade Cunningham. And, I mean, I know losing Ivy for the season was horrible, and definitely best wishes to the young man in his recovery. And hopefully he gets back on the court sooner than later. But balanced scoring, Cade at 32, Durant at 14, Hardaway Jr. had 26. Tim Hardaway Jr. shot the ball well. Tobias had 17. Fonchichu had 10. But Hardaway Jr. 10 of 15 from the floor, 6 of 9 for 3-point range. Just like his dad, when Tim Hardaway Jr. gets hot, he can carry. So the Pistons at 500 playing some good basketball, beats the Trailblazers 118-115. Suns get a big win on the road over Philly as the Suns end their 4-game losing streak.
Yeah, of course.
109-99. Durant 23. Beal had 25 off the bench. Dunn had 15. Booker at 10. Despite the fact that Oubre had 26 and Maxey had 31. Yabusele 14. George 13. Not much scoring anywhere else as the Suns.
No big fella either.
No Embiid as well. 109-99. Suns get the win in Philadelphia. Suns on the season.
Oh, wait.
16-18.
They lost in South Philly?
They lost. They lost at
You
home.
can't be losing at home, man. That's embarrassing.
Sixers go to 14-20. Suns go to 16-18.
Hey, but the Sixers have been improving though. They've been
They
playing
have.
some better basketball.
Yes. Pacers go to Brooklyn, get the win 113-99. Halliburton scores 23. Benedict Mathurin adds 20. 113-99. Pacers go to 19-18 on the year. Brooklyn falls to 13-23. And of course, the big question is, will Cam Johnson be traded from Brooklyn? That remains to be seen. Orlando goes into the Mecca and gets a big win over the Knicks, 103-94.
Yeah.
As Cole Anthony, yes, the son of former Knick and UNLV legend Greg Anthony, scored 24 to lead the way for Orlando. Wendell Carter Jr. had 19 off the bench for Orlando. As the Knicks did not play with Karl Anthony Towns tonight. Isaac got 13 off the bench for Orlando. Contavious Caldwell-Pope with 15 off the bench. As Orlando goes to 22-16, Knicks fall to 24-13. Brunson and Bridges had 24 for the Knicks. That's a good question. It probably would make the most sense, considering that it's right down the street from them. I'm sure, and they could just drive down there or take the bus. But
So the question was asked. I wonder if the Orlando players will go in Disney World when they win.
It would make the most sense to me, I would think.
Yeah.
But big one for the Magic, as the Knicks, who are just coming off of a 9-game winning streak of their own. I go in 7-11 if I. You and me both. Slurpees for all. Bucks beat the Raptors in Canada, 128-104.
Canada.
And Giannis messed around and got one.
Oh, he took a nice nap, huh?
Yeah, he did.
Woke up feeling good.
11, 12, and 13 for Giannis. Dame led the way.
Wait, you said 11, 12, and 13?
11, 12, 13.
Oh, so he decided to go just in order, huh?
Yeah,
right.
just in order. Yeah, pretty much like it was November 12th, 2013.
Exactly.
Portis had 20 off the bench. Trent had 17 off the bench. Rollins had 10 off the bench to complement Lopez's 16 and Dame's 25. 18 and 16 go the Milwaukee Bucks. Raptors, a horrible 8-28.
Gosh.
On the season. Only to believe that they're only 5 years removed from winning the NBA title. Hard to believe.
Don't remind me of that.
Boys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to say this. If you have not seen Kobe White play basketball, you need to go watch this young man from North Carolina play. Because
you ain't got to tell me about that kid.
He is fun to watch.
Yes, he is.
Makes the go-ahead layup with 47 seconds as the Bulls get the win over the Spurs in a very competitive game back and forth. 114-110. Bulls in the year go to 17-19. Spurs fall to 18-18. But Zach LaVine led the way for Chicago. He had 35. Vujicic had 24 and 11. Of course, the Warriors still high and trying to trade for Nikola Vucevic, who, of course, went to college at USC. Didn't know that.
I wouldn't mind him. That might be a force down low.
Well, yeah. I mean,
that'll help.
I mean, adding his 6'10" wingspan is definitely would help, and of course, him the low block and him being a rim protector. And
I mean, it's not the 7-footer that we're looking for down there, but he'll do.
It's size.
Yeah.
Because Lord knows the Warriors can use it.
Facts, brother. Preach.
White had 23. Williams at 12. Wemby, 23 and 14. 11 from Shohan. Barnes at 10. Chris Paul at 18. Vassell. I mean, everybody that played for the Spurs scored, but the Bulls were just 4 points better tonight. 114-110. Bulls over the Spurs.
Just imagine when Wemby finally gets comfortable. I mean, he looks comfortable right now, but what what I'm trying to say when I say this. Just imagine when he gets comfortable playing in the NBA.
Well, I mean, when you have the big fundamental the Hall of Famer Tim Duncan at your disposal, and Tim Duncan is willing to work with him and basically teach him how to be a professional in the NBA, you you you
Who
can't
did
have it, and you can't have it any better.
who did Elijah Wan teach? Was it Tim Duncan? No, they were playing. No, wait. Did Tim Duncan come after Elijah Wan? I want to say yes. Or did they play with each other
They were still
like, against each
Hakeem was
other?
still in the league when Duncan got drafted.
Okay, so that's not what I was not speaking of. A king trained somebody when he retired.
Embiid.
That makes sense. I just wish he had the. I wish he had Elijah Wan's health.
Now I'm sure Elijah One has also mentored other ones, but I mean, the footwork that Embiid has, he
It's
definitely took
Elijah
that
Wan. Yeah,
from
that's
Elijah One for sure.
that's the dream. That's the dream for sure.
Yeah, because I
That's
mean,
the dream for sure.
because I mean, because I've been saying for years, the best footwork I've ever seen from a center was by Hakeem Olajuwon, hands down. And
I mean, what's his patented move?
oh, the Dream Shake.
Yeah, there it is.
Ask David Robinson about the Dream Shake.
Oh, and his birthday is coming up here soon too, isn't it?
Yeah, among some other people that I know.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Mia and Hakeem Olajuwon share the same birthday, along with a certain Giants announcer.
And a former Giant shortstop.
Mm-hmm. Legends are born on January 21st, baby.
But also, happy birthday, Howard Moses Long, Hall of Famer, number 75.
Oh, it is Howie's birthday.
Yes. And does not look 65 at all.
Good grief. There, yeah.
He looked like he could still go out there and play at least 10 snaps and
Bro,
get one sack.
his hair has been the same for years.
Yes. It has not changed. No.
It looked like it looked like he just get out of bed and it's just spiky, good to go.
Just put
Him
some,
and Pat Riley.
put some,
I'm telling you,
put some mousse, put some gel in it. Good to go.
yeah,
Let's go.
man. Him and Pat Riley got the best hair in the game.
Let's go attack. Let's go attack today. Well, I'll tell you what. The injury bug is hitting the Dallas Mavericks as I post the rock climbing in 2.62. Pretty good. Not bad.
Nice. Kick ass.
Injuries are hitting the Mavericks. Obviously, they don't have Luka Doncic, and now they'll be at least perhaps 1 to 2 weeks without Kyrie Irving. So
yeah, with back spasms.
Something along those lines. Yeah, those
are flare. I think his back is flared or something like that.
Something involving the back for sure. Definitely.
Hey, you already know. Mine decided it wanted to have it wanted to act up, so I know.
Ooh, bulging disc. That's not good.
Yeah, that's oof.
Yeah,
oof.
Bulging disc in the back is normally not a sign for good things to come.
Yeah, that ain't a quick recovery either. That's a lot of rest.
That's a lot of rest. A lot of rest, and not a lot of
moving around. No activities.
No activities. Grizzlies get the win, 119-104. The Grizzlies quietly are 24-13 on the season. Dallas falls to 20-16 on the year. If you don't know who Jaren Jackson Jr. is, you might want to get some film on this young man because this young man can play some basketball.
Yes,
led
he can.
Led the way with 35 for the Grizzlies. Scottie Pippen Jr. making himself a name on the Grizzlies, and good for him.
You know what? He's been a staple. I mean, quietly. Excuse me, I didn't mean to show that finger. But
and I'll just say this: I know a certain Laker fan is very upset that the Lakers did not keep Scottie Pippen Jr. because he was very.
And who would that be?
That would be Mr. Sullivan, who was very,
I kind of figured.
Who was I mean, Brian's one of those few Laker fans that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
And does give some very valid points with his take on his basketball team. But Wells had 17, Pippen Jr. had 18. Huff had 11 off the bench. Kennard had 13 off the bench. Luke Kennard can shoot the
What
three ball.
they
For sure,
still
for sure.
got Luke. That's you know what
Yeah. Man can
that
shoot.
man was a killer at that damn bullshit university.
Yeah, he did go to Cameron. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he was a crazy. He was part of the crazies, literally.
But Grizzlies get the win 119 to 104. Timberwolves bounce back after Edwards scores 53, comes back to score 37 as the T Wolves get the win by 2 over the Clippers, 108 to 106. Norman Powell led the way for the Clippers with 25. Zubac had 17 and 16.
Zubac.
He's a damn good center, which
Mm-hmm.
Brian was mad that the Lakers got rid of him too.
Yep.
He was hot about that. Jones had 10 off the bench for the Clippers, 37 for AE. Conley with 11 off the bench, 18 off the bench by Reed, 11 for McDaniels, 15 by DiVincenzo. T-Wolves go to 18 and 17. Clippers fall to 20 and 16. And as mentioned, the beam was lit in the capital of California in double overtime, 128 to 118. Heat go to 17 and 17 of the year. And I'll tell you what,
Fuck that beam.
Even though we don't agree with it, but yet the Kings are 5-1 since the firing of Mike Brown. Go figure.
Well, here's this: is it Doug Christie, or is it that now they have to show face and try to play basketball because of what they did to Mike Brown?
Very good point.
Is it Doug Christie, or oh shit, we got to now we have to perform because of what they did to Doug Christie. I mean, what they did to Mike Brown.
Very good point.
Before I click this video, I look at all of your videos in main page. Well, guess one of the guests in your vids looks like Mr. Best in Mr. Beast in 2 episodes. I mean, no, unfortunately, we're not famous enough to have somebody of that caliber on the Mizzle and Dub show. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, but we're not there yet. We will get there.
We are appreciative for the guests that we do have. DeMar DeRozan led the way with 30 for Sacramento. Tyler Hero led the way with 26 for Miami. DeRozan at 30. Domantas Sabonis had a very nice snap, had a very nice dream as he messed around and got one. 21, 18, and 11.
Yeah, it's the motivation. No, and that's not me trying to be like taking a stab at him, because trust me, I always take stab at the Kings fans. I mean, fuck that bean all day, every day. But I think they're playing with house money right now. I mean, the only thing I'm waiting for to see what Doug Christie do if he's walking the side of the court as a coach. I just need him to do this. Yeah, once he does that, he threw that shit up every time he fucked up.
I think that was more for his wife, because normally.
We know who wears the Bugle Boys in that family.
Oh, you went there. Hi, Section 2403. Are those Bugle Boy jeans you're wearing? Yes, they are.
Hell no, Hulk. You know they polo.
So. Yes, folks. Bugle Boy jeans was a staple back in the 80s and 90s, and they had very famous commercials with those things. So.
Yes, I just showed our age with saying that. I'm sorry.
So if you are in our age range and we say Bugle Boy jeans, you know exactly what we're talking about. But Kings get the win, 123-118 for Miami. Monk had 23, Ellis had 17, Murray had 14. We just talked about Domantas Sabonis having 21 off the bench for Miami. Jovic had 12 off the bench. Jaquez Jr. had 16, Rozier had 18, 26 for Hero. Bam had 18 and 12, and Highsmith had 14. And that is your action in the association tonight on this, or what was Monday. Now, tomorrow, if you want to talk about matchups, folks, it does not get any
Are
better.
we talking tonight or we're talking tomorrow as in Wednesday?
We're talking tonight as in Tuesday.
Okay. Because if
Folks,
you're saying tomorrow, I'm like, what's going on?
folks, it does not get any better than this. You have the best in the West taking on the best in the East. You got the 30-5 Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the 31-4 Cleveland Cavaliers in the land in Cleveland, and that is an ESPN game.
That's going to be a good game.
Yes, it is. And if I'm
Or
not
it should be.
and if I'm not mistaken, folks, oh ho 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 ho. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Give it to me.
Folks,
Give it to me.
somebody's losing streak is ending tonight. Because right now, well, Corporal, you better get some rest, buddy.
I'm about to say, yeah. Get some rest, Corporal.
But
we appreciate you chiming in.
But folks, the Oklahoma City Thunder are coming in to this game against the Cavaliers with a 15-game winning streak. The Cleveland Cavaliers are coming in here with a 10-game winning streak. Somebody's winning streak is coming to an end tonight in Cleveland.
Now, why can't a game like that be featured when I'm sitting here on an off day to watch it? Now I just got to sit here and watch highlights. It's ridiculous.
Well, heck, I mean, I'll just be getting off of work, so I'll be looking if I can get home and catch maybe at least the rest of the first half and all the second half, because I mean that's.
Well, we hope you be good.
Yeah,
Corporal, we appreciate you sticking with us, but yeah, make sure you get that rest.
Yeah, definitely good to hear from you. For sure.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been a while, but definitely good to hear from you. Yeah, that's going to be a matchup of all matchups tomorrow, or I mean today between the Cavs and the Thunder. I mean that. I mean, gets no better than that. And also,
Could it be? Could it be? As of right now, as you know, we would say, because everybody would say, could we be looking at a finals matchup?
Yeah, yeah, you're definitely not wrong. And also, folks, we got college playoff football coming up to you on Thursday and Friday. Thursday, we got
of course.
Notre Dame and Penn. Thursday, we got Notre Dame and Penn State. Like I said, in the Orange Bowl, Notre Dame is -2.5.
All right, bro. Since we're talking about it, who you got in this one? We can be fast. I know we still got to talk about the Federation here in a second.
I think it's going to be low scoring, but Notre Dame's defense is just playing lights out, and I don't want to use that destiny term, but it just seems like Notre Dame might be that destiny team, even though I'm okay with either team winning, but I'm going to ride with the Golden Domes. I'm going to ride with Touchdown Jesus in a close game. I'm going to say, to me, this particular game has this 2017 type of feel.
Ooh.
But I will say this: if Penn State gets out into an early lead to where Notre Dame has to play catch up on offense, Penn State will blow them out. So, if you're Notre Dame, you have to get off to a fast start. Your defense has to dictate the pace, because if Penn State gets out fast, it's going to be a long day for Notre Dame, because Penn State's offense is more efficient and can score, and plus, you got two running backs in Penn State that can run the ball, especially Mr. Singleton, number 10. If he gets going, it's going to be a long day for the Nittany Lions. But again,
I like that kid. I like that quarterback out of Penn State, though.
Allard is solid. Yes, he is.
And he said he's returning, right? He's coming back.
He's coming back. Yes.
I think he would be a high draft pick if he decided if he wanted to come out.
I don't disagree with that, but I mean, some people like being in college. But I mean, yeah,
No. I understand it.
yeah.
I understand it.
But if Allen and Singleton get going in the run game for Penn State, it's going to be a long afternoon for the Notre Dame defense. So
Agreed.
yeah, Drew Alar is only a junior, and plus he's the prototypical quarterback that you want. 6'5", 6'5", 238 pounds. I mean,
Yeah, those are the numbers.
that's what you want coming into the NFL. A quarterback that's got height like that doesn't have to worry about having to step into the pocket because he can see the pocket and
he's seeing over his offensive line.
Exactly.
Don't you dare! Don't you do that.
Folks, he's ready for some A7 football coming to you next month.
No, it's not even that. It's not even that.
He wants his own ball that he's been asking for since
the T-shirt, the football. That's it. That's it. That's it. Mainly the T-shirt.
Yes,
I understand that because once Boss Man hit me with the football, I was like, oh, I'm like, okay. But the T-shirt, yeah, I need that white one that you had in when you were in
New Jersey.
Yes.
However, I'm rooting for Notre Dame, but it would not shock me if Penn State wins this game. I know a lot of.
Well, you know, I got a couple of favorite players that came out of Notre Dame.
Correct.
They just so happen both to play for the Raiders.
Raheem Ishmael and Mr. Tim Brown. Yeet. Le Rocket and I guess
the Heisman.
The Heisman, yeah. Touchdown Timmy did win the Heisman.
Just call him the Heisman. The Heisman and Rocket.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I think I'm gonna go with Penn State. I think Penn State and that quarterback is just gonna. Penn State got a defense too now.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, that's why I think it could be a low-scoring game. But if Allen and Singleton get going in the running game for Penn State, and Notre Dame has to play catch-up, trust me, if it comes down to quarterbacks on the throw level, I will trust Drew Alar more than I would Riley Leonard.
And that's the reason why I'm going with.
That's no disrespect to Riley Leonard because the man did what he had to do to beat my Bulldogs. Hence why they're playing in this semifinal in the Orange Bowl.
And this is the reason why I'm going with Penn State, is because Notre Dame had really no offense beating your Bulldogs.
Correct.
They had.
It was defense and special teams.
That's it. And I think that's going to be the same recipe that's going to play against Penn State. And Penn State has an offense and a defense. So yes. I don't see. Yeah, I got Penn State. I'm going with the Nittany Lions for sure.
But one thing we can agree on, both of these teams are very well coached. James Franklin and Marcus Freeman have got two teams very well coached. It'll be a good game.
Yes.
Texas and Ohio State, you know my stance. Anybody but the Buckeyes. Damn it, Bevo, hook 'em. Hook 'em, hook 'em, hook 'em. Hook 'em horns.
Well, you know,
and plus my grandfather's from Texas.
I'm about to say the family bloodline on my dad's side come from Texas, so.
I mean, Mr. Hopkins is Texas born, Texas bred, so. And plus, I just can't stand Ohio State, even though I love Jeremiah Smith. Love watching that young freshman play some ball.
But you know what though? You know I like that kind of story because First Take wrote off Ryan Day.
Correct.
And you already know I like the underdog story.
Correct.
And even though Ohio State is not an underdog, but what Ryan Day has been going through with
Yes.
this team.
Yes.
And maybe if he can just shut them up by by all means, I'd rather it be a Notre Dame or the Nittany Lions or, even Tejas, but I like the story. I like the
Yeah.
how
I
how
mean,
how they portray Ryan Day right now.
if Ohio State were to win the national championship, this would validate Ryan Day because fans wanted him fired after the Michigan loss. They wanted him out.
Mm-hmm.
And now he has the chance to give them the biggest Dookie burger of all time if Ohio State runs the table.
Shitburger?
Shitburger? Now, we are going to come to the one portion that we were talking about. As mentioned, there was a new era starting in the world of wrestling as the flagship station, or the flagship show of WWE, WWF, is now into the world of streaming to where literally the whole entire world can watch Monday Night Raw at the same doggone time.
And there was no buffering.
No buffering issues. Praise be the Lord. Hallelujah. Yes, indeed. But the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California was fantastic.
Fantastic.
The atmosphere was electric. Celebrities galore. Cole and McAfee back behind the desk on Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
Of course, the great one kicks off the show. Um, I mean, the crowd was loud.
Now, when he reappeared after the took care of business,
Mm-hmm.
did you think he was gonna give Roman a rock bottom?
I was waiting for it.
See,
That's
why you are my brother.
I was
Because
waiting for
I was like,
because
here it comes.
at first I was
Are
saying,
we planting
okay,
the seed? Are we planting the seed?
no, because my question was, okay, somebody's getting screwed. Who's gonna be? And that was my thoughts. And then I was like, well, where's Dwayne? And then here comes you being the a-hole you were saying. I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, just the way they were looking, and the way that, and the way that Heyman gave The Rock the Ulafala. I'm like,
Wait, it's when The Rock came out, and here's Heyman. And you know what? They just need to give Paul Heyman a Cellar Award because Paul will give his all, his whole. Remember, he didn't sleep for a couple of days so he could sell the character, getting power bomb through a damn table.
mm-hmm.
But I for sure thought there was going to be a rock bottom.
I thought there was gonna be a rock bottom, a right hand, or something to start the Roman Rock feud that we've been wanting to see for 5 years. But it didn't happen. But the original tribal
Because of the
chief,
Cody Crybabies.
yes, but the original but the original tribal chief once again makes claim as he defeats Solo Sikoa. That was the opening match of Raw.
And it was good too. It was good.
I think there was total what 5 matches out of the whole 3 hours, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
because Roman and
Yeah, it took an hour.
Solo with a whole hour. Yeah,
a whole hour. Yeah,
a whole hour. And it was good. It was entertaining the whole hour.
Yes.
I was not disappointed.
You could really hear. I mean, now we know the cameras a lot of times will take you inside of the corner, but you can really
Fuck you,
inside.
Solo. Fuck
yes.
you, Solo. And you heard there was, and like Triple H said, there will be no bleeps.
Yeah.
I mean, no delays.
Yeah, there was no.
That was live.
There was no incorporated fan noise to give somebody a louder pop. That was full-fledged, old-school ECW at like the ECW arena, telling you how they feel.
In Philly.
One thing I did enjoy about the set was the set is shorter, and then you have the fans behind the entrance area.
Yes.
Like the old days.
Yeah.
Add more seating, like it used to be.
And the camera views were spectacular as well too.
Yes. Mommy regains the women's championship and gives Dirty Dama Swift kick in the nuts. And
To
damn
the
it, Pat
testes.
McAfee's still selling. And damn it, Pat McAfee's still selling the fact that he does not like Dominic Mysterio.
No.
Good match though, but
That piece
Rhea
of
Ripley,
trash.
but once again, Rhea Ripley, who never lost the women's title, regains it back.
So
And
now we
then
got the storyline back in line.
And now, and then the conscience of the WWF, the Dead Man, basically gave Rhea the seal of approval, coming out to the choppers and Kid Rock and the Gong. That was great to see. Only thing that disappointed me was the fact that we didn't
No
have a Stone
Austin.
Cold sighting.
No Austin.
Because obviously you can't. You cannot say Monday Night Raw and not mention the Rattlesnake, but obviously the Rattlesnake probably had prior engagements, but hopefully we will see the Texas Rattlesnake on Raw on Netflix down the road. Obviously,
Somebody give me a damn beer.
obviously, this happened when a certain somebody came out and Mizzle was doing this. As he is now, as John Cena cut a promo talking about the last run, talking about I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble, which we found out January 2026. The Royal Rumble will be in Saudi Arabia to kick off 2026.
We're not talking about Cena no more. Okay, I'm awake.
Which Raw will also be in San Jose next Monday.
Cuz just like that damn mayonnaise, you will not bring John Cena on this show.
now he's going full-fledged ham now.
You know what? I will say I will give him that. And I will say, just because you're my cousin and you don't do the cussing, I'm just gonna say F that.
Cause you don't pay attention. Check your Facebook Messenger.
Wait, he talking about the mayonnaise bowl? Is it?
He's talking about the mayonnaise bowl. Yes.
Yeah.
See, okay, I'm because you got a family and you got them babies. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
And he got like 4-5 hats.
Oh yeah, he's wearing a lot of hats. To which, by the way, folks, if you love photography, videography,
give it to him. Give it to him.
Please, 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 please.
Yes, indeed.
Creative Brothers Productions. They have done many good things here on the Mizzle Dub Show. So,
hey, matter of fact, they got us right before everybody else decided to start giving us handouts.
True. I said your own personal Facebook Messenger, EJ.
Oh my God, Ashton Kutcher was at the.
Yes, he was.
And he wasn't with.
Which is quite.
Wait,
shocking.
and he wasn't, and he wasn't with his gorgeous wife.
I did not see Mila. No, Mila Kunis was not there. Quite shocking.
That sucks.
Yes, indeed. Also, well, Rock gave us the first cuss word because he did say bullshit live on Netflix.
That's what I said because I was with I had it on my phone and a couple of other fans that is part of the federation, and they were like, "Oh, you're what?" I'm like, "Oh, you damn right I am." And I was like, "Oh, there's the first cuss word on Netflix." You didn't think The Rock was gonna do it?
Well, he also kind of said the F word, but that it was kind of far away. But
he runs this company.
That's true too. he is part of the board. Absolutely. But
as cuz come and say appreciate shout out. No, cuz you already know we appreciate you. And we told you we were gonna get that. So I hope everybody sees the work that you do. And I'm so glad you missed the Mayo Bowl. No, not the A word. He said that
He said BS
he said bullshit.
live on the air.
And when when it comes to Netflix, what Triple H said is there's no time limit
No
when these
time limit.
shows are ran. They can be as short as 40 minutes or up to 4 hours.
Up to 4
So
hours.
Monday Night Raw could have went longer if they really wanted to do it. So there's no stipulations on what Monday Night Raw can do. And I'm here for it.
Look out! You could be in for some things. But
I can't wait for April 14th.
Jey Uso gets the win over Drew McIntyre on a roll up. Yeet. As Travis Scott was smoking some good weed with Jey Uso, and we saw Pat and Michael Cole get on top of the stage, or top of the broadcast table to join the Yeet party, which was fantastic. Seth and CM Punk did not disappoint. Great storytelling.
It's not over.
It's not over. No,
It's not over.
There's going to be a trilogy out of this.
But oh baby, they give us something. So you know what? I love how of course, we get a story like that. Each and one of them get to use their own move against each other, yada yada yada. But the one that Seth really laid on CM Punk and he sold the shit out of it. But then when CM Punk hit Seth with it and he bounced off the ropes and spun right back into CM Punk to do it one more time to end the match, I'm like, come on now.
Because what are you asking? Why do they have them? What are you referring to? Let us know in the chat. But as great as the evening was in Inglewood, California, it certainly was not a good night for one Terry Jean.
Oh,
brother,
we don't forget Hulkster. Brother, they don't forget.
No, they don't. Because Real America comes out. And it's possible. It's very much possible. I mean, there could be some real stiff punches thrown in there.
Because if you really pay attention to that, look when they were on their knees and they were slapping each other and then they were going, look here. They're putting this to rest and it's a real feud. Seth does not really like him. And they're basically telling you their real true feud. Seth went there to go train with him. Yada yada yada. This might be one of the stories that are not 110% fabricated. No. This one right here got some truth to it.
Oh yeah, there's some truth. But yeah, now he tried to save face by bringing out the Hall of Famer, the mouth of the South Jimmy Hart with the American flag.
Nope,
which could have been a mistake, but no. At first, when you heard Real American, there were some cheers.
Yep.
But as he walked out, now granted, he is 71 years old, but you can definitely tell that he has had a lot of back surgeries because the man can barely even walk.
He was.
Yeah. Now again, if you were to use Axie Bomber as your finish, if he would use his Japan finish instead of his American finish, he probably would have not had all those back surgeries and probably wouldn't be walking like that. But he came to promote his Real American beer, which the WWE did announce there's a partnership with that. Of course, that's a Hulk Hogan sponsored beer. But of course, as we know, Terry Jean Belair, who plays the character, which again we just said, the fans don't forget, the fans kept receipts, and basically he was getting booed out of the Intuit Dome because they don't forget what you said when your daughter was dating a black man. They definitely don't forget what they said, what you said. Um,
Jeez.
when when you literally when you were supposed to promoting your beer, and your beer girl was a woman of color, and then you pretty much fire her for no reason. We know why you
Mm-hmm.
fired her, because she was of color,
Yep.
not white like you. Even though you're really not white, you're more like orange than white. But that's another story for another day.
Nobody forgets.
But the fact is, the fans didn't forget, and I know, and I know some people will say, "Well, he got booed because he's a Trump supporter." Okay, so is the Undertaker, so is Kane, but those guys didn't. Those two gentlemen did not do what Hulk Hogan does. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Hulk Hogan is a known racist. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we don't know Glenn Jacobs and Mark Calloway to be racist. They've not said anything racist thing, nor there's audio or video explaining that. Okay, one of the Undertaker's best friends is the Godfather, Charles Wright, and Charles
Pew,
White is
pew, pew.
and Charles White is as colored as you can get. Okay,
The whole
yeah, okay.
train.
Undertaker is it was very close friends with Yokozuna, and
Mhm.
Yokozuna is as oos as you can get. So,
Even though they portrayed him as a different style character than what he was,
yes,
what he was,
okay. Me and Mizzle know people that voted for him.
a
Okay,
ton of people.
okay, we can agree to disagree,
Do I
but
love them less? No.
no. Now, if you come on and now if you come on and show true colors and show the racist, then we got a problem. You can't sit at my
Yeah,
table with me.
yeah,
But
yeah. You
but
might as well just delete
because
my number.
yeah, puppies here. Well, Keith has gone to full fledged Jerry the King Lawler mode.
Yeah, he just came in hot.
Yeah, he came in real hot. But like I said, the atmosphere was great. The crowd was awesome.
Yes,
Um, I mean,
yes.
it's a damn shame if when Kevin McAllister gets a louder pop than Hulk Hogan. Yes, Macaulay Culkin's pop was bigger than Hulk Hogan's. Unbelievable.
Hmm.
But
Well, come on now.
Kevin,
Pretty much a bunch of the people that was probably it. Well, a lot of people. Well, for us, we grew up watching Kevin McAllister.
correct.
So yeah.
And Miss Danielle Fisher, aka Topanga, was in the building, and she can still get it.
Oh well, she was everybody's crush.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not gonna lie, she was mine.
oh yeah. Oh, she was up there with Kelly Kapowski and Lisa Turtle. Absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
Yes, we have gone full fledged. Saved by
Hey,
the Bell and Boy Meets World.
don't
Absolutely.
don't you forget about Winnie from Wonder Years.
What would you do if the
Mm-hmm.
band out of tune?
Don't forget about her. Yes, indeed.
But yeah, but crowd was amazing. Atmosphere was amazing.
Yes, yes.
Definitely. It is kicking off with a bang. Um, can't wait to see what unfolds next week in San Jose, California. And we got some good matches there. We got Valkyrie and
For the
Dakota.
belt,
Not Dakota Kai. It's yeah, Dakota. No,
it
no,
is
no, no.
Dakota Kai. It's Dakota
It is
Kai
Dakota
and
Kai.
a Val.
Yes, Dakota Kai and Valkyrie
Yeah.
for the women's
Mm-hmm.
IC championship, as we will crown an IC champion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, there were some other matches that they were promoting that I just
Damn
forgot.
it! Somebody came out there and said they a bunch of matches. Gosh, it just was announced.
I know.
We just saw it,
I know. Now, see, I'm probably gonna
man.
have to watch it. I'm probably gonna have to watch it again, um, just to see.
But no,
Um,
it's gonna be a good card in San Jose,
yes, it's gonna be a fantastic card in San Jose, and then
and I
early
take it.
announcement.
The January 27th is that at the Mecca?
No, that's March the 10th. Now, I
Oh,
think
March the 10th
somebody
is at the Mecca.
has revealed it, but no, January the 27th is on a Monday. But some people have kind of leaked out the thing that Roman Reigns is going to be on the cover of WWE 2K25.
Yeah, I saw that as well. But I was asking, I thought the Mecca was going to be 25th because that's when the Roman Reigns
No,
said that was
that's March 10th.
okay.
March 10th is where they will be in the Mecca, that is Madison Square Garden.
Wait, Logan Paul made his appearance. I must have been cleaning the room when
He
he
was
did
he
that.
was there. He was there. Yes, he
Okay,
was.
I might have been cleaning the room when he came and made his appearance then.
Doggone it.
Yeah, the card is gonna be nice. I wish we could announce the card for the next one. Is it Bailey?
No, she's on SmackDown.
No, I'm saying, but is she gonna be doing something on Raw though? No, she's something on Raw.
It could, hey, it could be. You don't know. No, not February. You idiot.
Does Damian Priest got something going?
Okay. Yes. Okay. Street fight next week between Priest and Finn Balor. Street fight.
Yes.
In addition, with Dakota Kai against Lala Valkyrie. Okay. Then you got Sheamus against Ludwig Kaiser renewing that rivalry.
Yes.
That's going to be a fight.
Yes.
And possibly, could we get Pinta's debut next week against Chad Gable, because it's supposed to be Chad Gable against a mystery luchador? Could that be Pinta's debut in WWF?
Well, they've been showing you the signs. I mean, they
remains
really gave it away when they drew the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
When they drew the teeth, not like the symbol. Okay, it's still a mystery.
Now,
but the
if we get Dos Cedomero, that boy.
Mm-hmm. Now we just got to find a way to get his brother over.
Getting Pinta and Ray Phoenix involved. Oh yeah, that's gonna be huge. But yeah, that's just a preview of next week in San Jose for Raw on Netflix. So that's gonna be there, and Mrs. Triple H was looking very, very good tonight in the crowd as Stephanie McMahon was there, and she got a very nice ovation.
Yes, she did.
From the crowd in Inglewood, California. But yeah, that was just a glimpse of what Monday Night Raw could be like.
I like it.
In the Netflix era. So give us your thoughts. Of course, don't forget SmackDown on Friday on USA. Tomorrow, Netflix. And speaking of the Bloodline, Oos is in the building, or as he likes to say, Joseph.
Well, yeah. Oos, that was pretty good. Oos, what do you think?
Well, I'm just happy. Plunder got used. Someone did go through a table. So just stuff all over the place. And Cody doing the Cody Cutter in his suit and tie was pretty interesting as well. But yeah. Well, here's the thing. The Bloodline is still going to be on SmackDown, but you gotta have the big names when it's your first Monday Night Raw on Netflix. You gotta
Roman had to be there.
You gotta have you have to have the home run hitters, because again you want to make sure that the Netflix era gets off into a good start. But understand, Roman is still the face of SmackDown. Cody is still the face of Raw, but it's just first Raw on Netflix. I mean, like they did for SmackDown when they had the first SmackDown on Fox. You gotta have your heavy hitters.
Basically, the whole roster was on day one.
Because SmackDown is not the WWF's flagship show. It's Monday Night Raw. It always has been Monday Night Raw. And plus,
it'll get there.
And plus, they still want
The whole catalog will be on
they still want to
WWE.
have a they still want to have a relationship with the USA Network because, like I said, they've been
Yes,
in a
they do.
relationship for damn near 40 years, 35 plus for sure. So they still want to have that relationship. But I do agree with what Mizzle said. I think eventually everything will be on Netflix,
Mhm.
PLEs included. I think we're coming. I think
So just
it's going to come
one.
to that because I mean they already got a vault. I mean they already have the top 10 countdown of the greatest championship matches in Raw history on there, and they also have some more best of Raw stuff, best of 2024, best matches of 2024 on Raw, EIO. So I mean,
I think
it's developing.
it's some contract stuff that's going on. So once contracts is over with, everything will be going to Netflix. I think they're still obligated to do some things with Peacock, as well as with didn't where did NXT just go?
They're on the CW.
So you got to finish out
NXT
some
is on CW.
contracts. Yeah. So once them contracts are over with,
Keep Saturday Night's Main Event on NBC. Keep it there.
agreed.
Keep Saturday Night's Main Event on NBC. By the way, January the 25th, the next Saturday Night's Main Event. Looking forward to that. But
Mm-hmm.
it is now nap time because it is almost 2 a.m. And it's my
Indeed.
Monday and I need a nap. But thank you to those that came and chimed in and hung out with us for this last hour and 16 minutes as we talked about things going on with the NFL and coaches getting fired. Also talked about the first episode of Monday Night Raw under the Netflix banner, under the Netflix
Spectacular.
era, and talked a little bit of college football, which again, Thursday the 9th, Orange Bowl, Penn State, Notre Dame, of course on ESPN, and of course on Friday, the Cotton Bowl in Arlington, Texas, between the Longhorns and the Buckeyes. So looking forward to that, and of course matchups galore in the NFL in the playoffs. So if you don't know the playoff matchups, now that it's officially done, here's the official matchups, and here is the scheduling for the wild card. So we got 2 games on Saturday, both AFC matchups, of course, both those games. You can catch the Chargers and Texans. That game will be on CBS Sports, and Amazon Prime will have the Steelers and the Ravens on 5 p.m. on Saturday. So Texans, Chargers, that game will start in Houston at 1:30 on CBS, 5 p.m. on Amazon Prime. Steelers, Ravens. Then, of course, Sunday, triple header, 10 a.m. Broncos, Bills. That game will be on CBS. Eagles and Packers rematch of Week 1 in Brazil
Oh.
will take place in Philadelphia. Will Jordan Love be back? That remains to be seen. Unfortunately, Watson for the Packers, he's out for the season. So
Wait,
that
did
does
you
mean
say a game in Brazil?
no. The Eagles and Packers played Week 1 in Brazil.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
what I meant to say was it's a rematch from Week 1 in Brazil when these two teams played during the opening
Got it.
week.
Got it. I heard Brazil, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yes. But no, this is taking place at the link. And then, of course, in the nightcap on NBC and Peacock, Oose's beloved Buccaneers of Tampa Bay playing on the Landover Commanders from the big pirate ship. That's on Sunday. And, of course, Monday night to close Wildcard Weekend on ESPN and ABC. It is a rematch from it's a rematch from a Thursday night game a few weeks ago. The Minnesota Vikings at 14-3 taking on the NFC West champions, the Inglewood Rams. So that is your playoff four-man matchups for this upcoming weekend on the 11th and the 12th and the 13th. Again, check your local listings and times and stations. So with that said, this has been episode 29 of the Mizzle Dub Show for the OTC.
289.
For the OTC, I am Shadowloo. Harness your chi, Hadouken, and acknowledge him as he once again possesses the Ulavala. Thanks for everyone for hanging out with us. And
No, I'll be acknowledged on the 21st.
It's 12, 5 o'clock, some damn where. and you've been watching the Mizzle Up Show. And enjoy your Tuesday. And that deserves a yeet. Good night or good morning.
Wherever it may be for you. As the kid takes us out. Good night or good morning. Monday Night Raw was fire.